During a costume party on the liner, which has rescued Frank, Chandler, Naji, and the Regents from the disabled yacht Falana, Bob and Betty discover a man exactly resembling Vindion. Although Vindion has jumped from the yacht and is believed drowned, Bob dashes off in pursuit of the man, while Betty and Naji hurry to inform Chandler of their discovery. The present act opens the following day in Dorothy's room in the hotel in Suva, capital of the Fiji Islands. Chandu the Magician.
Frank, come in.
Where's Naji?
Why, what's the matter, Frank?
Where is she?
She's in her room. Why?
You're sure?
Of course. What is it, Frank?
Oh, nothing. They're going to bring that chap they captured on liner up here to the hotel to talk to me.
They are?
Yes. I didn't want Naji to have to be taken to police headquarters.
Frank, you're not going to insist on Naji talking to this man?
I'm afraid we'll have to, Doc.
Oh, I hope not. What did he say?
I haven't talked with him, you know.
But didn't he talk to the captain or tell them who he was?
No. They told me he refused to say a word to them.
Frank, why should he deliberately call attention to himself by standing up and singing at the party on the ship?
Oh, he wasn't the man who sang, Doc.
Yes, he was, Frank. The children saw him.
Oh, no. You must be mistaken. Where are the children?
They'll be up here any moment. They went out for a walk. Listen. There they are now.
Hey, Mother, you ought to see this place. It certainly is keen.
Yes, Mother. It's just exactly like a book about the South Sea Islands. We were talking to a man downstairs, Uncle Frank, and he told us the most interesting things.
Yes, sir. You know what? He said they've got extinct volcanoes and everything here.
Yes, and he said they had beautiful lakes, Mother, and great big ferns taller than trees, and parrots chattering from the branches and everything.
Yes, sir.
Isn't that exciting? I wish we were going to stay here a long time. I mean, I would wish it if it wasn't for poor Naji. Where is Naji, Mother?
In her room, dear. Betty, Uncle Frank and I were just talking about the man who looks like Vindion. Didn't you tell us you heard him singing?
Well, yes, Mother, sure we did.
Are you sure this was the man who sang?
Yes. Well, there he was right by the piano, and we...
But you didn't actually see him when he was singing, did you?
Well, we thought we did, Uncle Frank.
Wasn't there a large crowd gathered near the orchestra?
Well, yes, there was, Uncle Frank.
So that you can't be sure this was the man.
Well, but why would he sing that song and then run away?
The point is, as your mother says, if he was trying to escape being seen, there's no reason why he should sing at all.
Say, you don't mean you think there's still another man, do you? I mean, besides this one that looks like Vindion, and Vindion himself, and then another man that would sing?
But you know this man can't possibly be Vindion. He was an old man.
Well, you could see for yourself his clothes were exactly like Vindion.
Frank, you have some idea about who this man is, haven't you?
Have you, Uncle Frank?
The idea I have seems absurd. And still I can think of no other way to account for some of the things that happened on the Falana.
What is your idea, then?
I'm wondering if this man we're going to see in a few minutes...
Is he coming here, Uncle Frank?
Don't interrupt, son.
Yes, he's coming here, Bob. The police are going to bring him up here for us to question. What I was going to say was, supposing Vindion was not an old man, as we all thought, but a young man who had taken the character of an old man to carry out his plan to kill Naji.
Oh, but Uncle Frank, Vindion was locked up in his cabin when Andra died.
Yes, Frank. And besides, Andra knew him.
He knew the real Vindion.
But Vindion must have sailed with Andra when he left home.
We don't know that.
Well, yes, we do, Uncle Frank. Andra said so.
No. Andra thought so. But even if he did, this man, whoever he is, might have boarded the yacht when it was in the harbor at Los Angeles. He might have persuaded Vindion to leave the ship there, or he might have done away with Vindion and taken his place.
Oh, Frank. But if this man actually sailed from India with Andra, that means he must have made that plan to kill Naji months ago.
And besides, Uncle Frank, how would he know Naji was going to be on Andra's yacht?
I know. I told you it sounded absurd. And still, there are a lot of other things that do fit the theory. You remember Andra said Vindion had never before predicted disaster to any of the guests. And, in fact, had never said anything except the usual patter of these so-called fortune-tellers.
That's right, Frank. And, of course, there's no reason why, if he was clever enough at disguise, couldn't have gone on the ship at the harbor at Los Angeles, as you say.
No, I know it, Doc. And it would account also for one of the cabins having been occupied. He might have used it until he could perfect his plan and get rid of Vindian.
Well, do you think that stuff they spilled on the carpet in the cabin was poison, Uncle Frank?
I don't know. I left that bit of stained carpet with a man the police department told me of. He's going to have the stain analyzed if possible. We'll find out about that later.
Oh, there's Naji. Come on, sit over here, Naji. Bob and I have been out for a walk. You should have gone with us. This is an awfully interesting place.
Maybe we can all go out this afternoon. Have you ever been here before, Uncle Frank?
I was here for a day or so once, a long time ago, Bob. Just between boats as we are now. Take this chair, Naji.
Thank you, Chandu.
Well, you did land at Suva and nothing happened to you, did it, Naji?
Bobby. No. You are right, Bob.
Oh, gee, Mother, nothing did happen to her, did it? I think you'd be glad to be here and find out that nothing was going to happen to you, Naji.
I am prepared for what I must meet, Bob.
Why, Naji. Oh, please don't look so sad. Uncle Frank won't let anything happen to you.
Oh, you do not understand, Betty Lou.
That must be the police officer with that chair.
Must I remain here while you speak with him, Chandu?
If you don't mind, Naji. How do you do? Come in.
Mr. Chandler?
Yes.
My name's Chamberlain. I'm with the police.
Yes, I was expecting you. Come in, won't you?
Thank you.
Didn't you bring your prisoner?
No. The fact is, Mr. Chandler...
He's killed himself.
Why, that's exactly what happened. How did you know? Did you think he might? You should have warned us.
I should have thought of it. But I didn't until this moment.
He gave us no trouble whatever. When we went through his clothes, we let him keep a few cigarettes we found.
Oh, yes.
Just as we were about to leave with him to come up here, he lighted a cigarette and almost instantly toppled over. He was dead before we could fetch a doctor.
Well, can you beat that? Say, Naji, now maybe everything's all right for you, huh?
I don't quite understand.
No, of course not. We'll explain. First, let me present Mr. Chamberlain to you all. Her Highness Princess Naji.
Oh, charmed.
My sister, Mrs. Regent.
How do you do, Mrs. Regent?
Her son and daughter.
How do you do? Did I understand you to imply that you thought this fellow had some plot in mind against Her Highness, Mr. Regent?
Well, yes, something like that. Naji thought so too, didn't you, Naji?
I had the reason to fear, something of the kind, Mr. Chamberlain.
Well, this must be a most unusual case. Sorry the beggar killed himself before we had a chance to question him.
Yes. By the way, what sort of things did you find in his clothes?
I thought you might like to have a look at them, so I brought them along. There weren't many. I put them into this small box. Here you are.
Am I to keep them?
If you like. There seems to be no one else to claim them.
Did you ask the captain of the Polana to have a look at this chap?
Yes, indeed. I understood you had asked to have him come in.
Did he know who he was?
No. And he had another chap with him from the yacht. The ship's surgeon, I believe.
Oh, yes. Dr. Willoughby.
Yes. And they both insisted they'd never seen this chap before. Well, I wanted to come along and tell you the news and bring you these things of his. I suppose this definitely closes our case, if indeed there was a case.
Yes.
You really meant to accuse him of the murder of young Andre, did you?
Yes, indeed. Although, as I told the inspector this morning, I'm certain he meant to kill Her Highness here. And it was only by accident that Andre smoked the poisoned cigarette.
Well, I suppose we'll never know what was really at the bottom of the affair. Some of the things that turn up out here in this corner of the world are amazing.
Yes, they must be.
Goodbye. Perhaps you'll drop in on us before you leave Suva, Mr. Chandler.
Thank you. I will. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mr. Chamberlain.
Oh, Naji, it was the man that made you so scared, wasn't it? You look different already.
Do I indeed, Betty Lou? I hope it was the man who...
Dippy! Then if you're not afraid, Naji, we can go on a little trip around among the islands, can't we?
Bob.
I mean, the little boat won't be along for 3 days, and why can't we have some fun and see the place while we're here? Why can't we, Uncle Frank?
There's no reason at all why we can't. There are any number of sailing vessels we can engage for a day or so. Would you like that, Dorothy?
Yes, I would, Frank.
How about you, Naji?
Oh, I will be glad to go, Chandu.
That'll be keen. Are there lots of islands around here, Uncle Frank?
Oh, yes. There must be 250, including the small ones that are really just dots of coral on the surface of the sea.
Well, do people live on all of them?
No. I understand that only about 80 of them are inhabited.
Well, I think that'll be slick. When can we go?
We can go tomorrow, if I can get a boat.
Oh, goody. I want to buy one of those cute hats. You know, like people always wear in moving pictures of the South Seas. Kind of like a helmet.
You would.
Well, I don't care. I think they're cute. I think Mother Naji look cute in them, too. Come on, let's go down and see if we can find a place to buy one. Come on, Mother.
Oh, not now, dear. Let's wait until after luncheon. I doubt if we'll need that hat here anyway.
You can come with me when I go to see about the boat if you like, Betty.
Oh, goody.
Aren't you going to open that box Mr. Chamberlain left for you, Uncle Frank?
Yes. We may as well see what's in it. There.
What a beautiful handful of things.
What's that little gold thing, Uncle Frank? Looks like a locket.
Oh, no. Chandu, it cannot be true. Do you not hear them?
What's the matter, Naji? I don't hear anything. What is that thing, Uncle Frank?
It's a little
Oh,
gold...
can you not see, Chandu? It is the small image of the tribal drum. The drum of the jungle.